As we all know that India is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories, right? So again, these states are again further divided into districts, and again districts are divided into tehsils or parganas. Okay, so what is that we are going to learn from this lesson? What is the administrative system in village, and administration system of village, and what is the focus on a land dispute? Let us focus on the land dispute, and what is the role of the police and Patwari, and who maintains the land records, and about the new inheritance of law. Now, what is the purpose of district? Now, here in the, district is where many community groups are organized and they mobilize resources for the good functioning of the districts, and which is very much easy, and which is very much good for the growth and success of sorting units within the district territories. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities? The role of district collector. Now, district collector is the head of a district. Okay, formation of district implementation committee. He is responsible for the formation of district implementation committee, oversee the entire implementation process, identify and state level streeting committee. Okay, in every district collector is the head of the district children, and he has some roles and responsibilities. And there are many people who are working under him with his guidance to make the administrative uh, process in a district very well. And in every district and in every metropolitan area, the state government may appoint as many persons as it thinks fit to execute magistrate, and shall appoint one of them to be the district magistrate. Okay, now, every district also has an administrative machinery. In every district, there are sub districts and block taluks. Okay, the key officials of the district level are district collector, who is the head of the district, superintendent of police, who is the head of the police department for a district. He is the superintendent of police, and again, he is a guide. He is next level after superintendent of police is the deputy superintendent of police. Okay, and here again there is the under this superintendent of police there are different there are divisions which are divided for maintaining law and order, and for that is it is each is divided into 8 to 10 divisions. Okay, and each division there is an inspector, and there is an SI, and there are constables and head constables working in each division of police station. Now, district education officer. What is the duty of district education officer? He is the officer who is going to take care whether the schools are learning the schools are functioning good, and are they following the rules which had to be followed by the educational institutions. Okay, and a district agriculture officer, and his duty is to see whether it is the lands which are there, or the people who are doing the agriculture, whether they with the seeds which are given to them, and the pesticides or whatever which is given to them are in good quality or not. District forest officer, where if any small forestry or greenery which is maintained around, he looks after that. Now, here is the geo of the district administration, and what are his main duties, or what are the functions of a district collector? Maintenance of law and order, maintenance of records and collection of land revenue, civic amenities, and development. As children, you can see again maintenance of law and order here. Superintendent of police. Okay, superintendent of police, deputy superintendent of police, inspector, sub inspector, assistant sub inspector, head constable, and constable. So, for maintenance of law, Superintendent of police is the head of the is the head of the police department. Okay, and here deputy superintendent of police is guided by superintendent of police, and again this is divided into different divisions. Okay, and each division there is an inspector and there is a sub inspector. Okay, that is SI, and there are some other people also working in this each police station, and in every district there is a jail, and the jailer is the head of the jailer is the head of the jail, and there is also a deputy jailer who is guided by the jailer. Now, maintenance of land records and collection of land revenue. See, every in every district there are lands, right? And who is that who is going to give us? For simple example, now if you want to know, there is some lands which is being purchased by your grandfathers, which is from your grandfathers, but there are other people who is telling that even that is owned by them. Okay, then how is that you are going to rectify that? Even if that land belongs to you or to the other people, then who is going to give us the information? It is the records which are maintained about the lands is by the tehsildar. Okay, and the tehsildar who is going to patwari, and patwari is guided by tehsildar. Okay, and tehsildar patwari is going to have the record of each and every land, which land belongs to whom, and if it is an agriculture area, how much crop it is going to yield. Okay, what is the percentage of crop it is going to yield? He should have all the records, and this records he is going to give it to tehsildar, and they are that he is going to submit the records to the government, that what is how much land is going to yield give the crops, and how much is the barren land, and which land belongs to whom. All these are to be maintained by the Tehsildar and Patwari. And there is also a deputy Tehsildar and revenue inspector. Okay, and he is also collect the revenue inspector is where he is going to collect the tax, that is collect the revenues. Okay, and where is that he is, so there are some lands where which are being used by the people, and they are going to give tax on that. So that is also collected by the Tehsildar, that is the Patwari, and Patwari who is going to submit it to the Tehsildar. And there is a village administrative officer who is going to look after all this, the administrative things and the development and things of this, all this level. Civic amenities and development. See, when it comes to civic amenities, what are the civic amenities? As we were learning about the rural administration children, like we have, what are the civic amenities? These are the basic requirements which we require in our day to day life. Okay, like good roads, and we need infrastructural development, clean drinking water, and many other things, and we need hospitals or minimum clinics in reachable areas. We need free education, that is government schools or schools, which are the basic things, right? Okay, and district civil surgeon or chief medical officer. Okay, he is the person who is going to take care of the things like where is the all the medical like the government hospitals and the clinics are working in proper condition or not. Now, chief educational officer, as we were talking about the education officer, where he is going to look up to the educational institutions, their development, and he control them if they are going to violate the rules which are being posed by the state government and the central government. Now, district planning officer, and his work is to plan for the good development of the district. And executive engineer who works for the better who works for the entire uh, entire upcoming buildings or any other new things which are going to happen, new constructions which are going to happen. So he is going to look into after that whether they are going to happen in a good rules are followed or not. And how is this district collector or district officer, district collector is again related to the panchayat raj. Now this is what the district energy is. Can you see this, children? Connecting industrial demand, connecting sources of free cooling, connecting residential customers, combined heat and power plant. Now, what are functions of the district administration? As we were seeing, maintaining law and order, maintenance of land records, and collection of revenue, providing civic amenities, supervising activities of the panchayats. Here, providing activities of the panchayats is, now again there is a panchayat who is connected to the district and to the panchayat. Okay, and and this officer is going to village. He is called as village development officer, and he is going to work. Is going to collect the revenue and and also submit the money to the panchayat's office, and also he is going to work for the elections. They look after the elections of the panchayats and providing relief work. What is relief work, children? Like we were actually doing your project, ISA project, as natural calamities, right? Like relief, like if we have any floods, any drought in the areas. So what is the district collector or the other committee people has to work is to provide them with the basic amenities if any place, or if any place in that particular district is being affected with the natural calamities. Okay, that is floods, droughts, or any other things. Now, maintaining law and order, as we were talking in the GO, it is superintendent of police, deputy superintendent of police, inspectors, and sub inspectors, and and these are there are some people who also work with them as assistant sub inspectors, head constables, and chokidars. And as we were talking about the Patwari, okay, did you find or do you know what is a Patwari? Who is a Patwari? The Patwari is also responsible for organizing and collection of land revenue from the farmers and providing information to the government about the crops grown in this area. This is done from the records that are kept, and this is why it's important for the Patwari to regularly update these. Farmers may change the crops grown from their yields, or someone may dig a well somewhere. So all these records have to be maintained by the Patwari. Now, land records, the basic documents for people to recognize their rights or ownership. Now, if there are no records maintained, then how is that we are going to know that if there are any family ancestors who have owned some land and we don't know about it, and how is that some person have undertaken it, and who is the, how is that we are going to know that? It is the Patwari who is going to give a clear records of the land, that who which land belongs to whom. Role and responsibility of panchayat executive officer, as we were talking about the person who is connected to the district and to the panchayat is the panchayat executive officer, and what are his roles? He will see public distribution system articles reaches to eligible consumers and maintain accounts and records. Okay, he will supervise works under works executed by Gram Panchayat. If there are any works given for the panchayat, like they need to, there is some fund which is provided by the state government, and they it is a work given to them for some development activities in the panchayat. So the panchayat executive officer is a person who is going to look after that, see or supervise whether the work is done or not. He shall collect tax imposed by the Gram Panchayats, and the amounts so collected be credited to Gram Fund. Okay, he will collect that, which has been the tax which has been collected by the Gram Panchayats, and also he is going to refund it in the Gram Fund. Exercise exercise such other power, like discharge duties and perform such other functions as may be conferred or assigned to him. under the act. Like not only this, if there are any elections for the panchayats, sarpanch or something, even then that duties are also given to the panchayat executive officer. The district collector is also responsible for supervising and functioning of panchayat raj system and local bodies. He or she makes arrangements for elections for these bodies conducted by the state election commission. Okay, he is also he makes arrangements. Okay, the district collector also has the power to dissolve the members of the local bodies at the instructions of the state government. If there are any local bodies, like there are people, so many people working under the district collector, right? If he does not, if any member of this committees are not working properly, then he has a right to remove that person from the work, from the instructions of the government. Like we were talking about the providing relief work, okay, during the situations such as famines, floods, fire, and epidemics. Now, then it comes to the judiciary. Now, there is a subordinate courts in or district courts, which we call. Each district has one court. Okay, it is civil court, criminal court, and revenue court. And district for civil court it is district judge court, and for civil criminal court it is district session court, and for revenue court the board of revenue, and he is the same person. Okay, the district judge. And here, the subordinate judge court, munsif court, or small court. You can see again the you have we have different levels of court. Civil code. I just want to give you difference between civil and criminal children. Civil is where people, where if it is any disputes upon the land and their property, that is civil court. And criminal court is where if there is any theft, robbery, or any murder which has been done by any person, then all these comes under the criminal court. All these cases goes to criminal court, district judge, and sessions court. It is the highest civil court, district judge. Okay, district. And it is the highest criminal. Sessions court is the highest criminal. It is presided by a district judge. It is presided by a sessions judge. Okay, handles like what are the things that is being handled by the civil court, like land, property, marriage, divorce, etc. Where criminal courts like murder, theft, dacoity, pickpocketing, etc. Now, what are the powers of district court judge and the sessions court judge? Here it is presided over by the district court judge and sessions court judge. These judges decide in civil related cases such as divorce and all that, and murderers, and theft and dacoity. Now, Hindu succession, like we were talking about the act, right? Okay, what is that act? Is daughter of a here simply from the earlier it was there was a rule that if it is a father's property, it is going to go directly. It is only going to only the son is going son is going on the father's property. But according to this act, we came to know, according to this act, it is the even the daughters also have the equal share on the father's property. Daughter is allotted at the same share as to the son. Same rights are being incorporated to both son and daughter. So this is what children about district administration. Uh, I hope we are also going to uh, do with other worksheets and textbook reading so that you will understand it better. Thank you, children.